Everybody knows traffic in Lagos is really crazy and hectic. You find that especially during rush hour time, a lot of people have to leave their houses at 4 a.m. in the morning if they need to make it to work at 9 a.m. It's a big toll on people being in traffic for hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, and it's something you see on a daily basis. You find that it affects all lives in Lagos, both the individuals as well as the businesses, mainly the ones in the logistics sector. That became our desire to see how we can actually support the logistics sector that actually delivers items through bikes as well. In Lagos, that is actually one of the most efficient way of moving around because of the traffic. So the thought of the Skills for Riders project came up, mainly also because the sector needs to be seen as a professional sector. We need to see the sector as a place where youth can be employed because the logistics sector has a huge potential as well for employment.
The gig economy in Nigeria is very broad. It's an economy of young people looking out for opportunities, freelance opportunities. One of the biggest sectors of the gig economy is the dispatch riding business, which is basically what the Skills for Riders program is all about, upskilling of dispatch riders.
It was actually like an opportunity-driven training approach. The idea of a digital e-learning platform came from Glovo, the company who just actually launched in Nigeria in 2021. They actually found out that there were low skills in the delivery sector in comparison with other markets. They wanted to ensure that the delivery riders that they were going to employ would have the certain skills and expertise to meet a certain standard that they have in other markets that they're in.
Glovo, we are an on-demand platform, and our vision essentially is to provide access to anything people want within a city. When we have well-trained riders who collaborate on the platform, these are riders who typically would get good ratings based on their interaction with customers, etc. They are less likely to churn. For us, there's always a cost associated with getting new riders to collaborate on the platform. So there is that retention aspect about it.
The concept of this digital learning came up because these delivery riders need to have short bites of trainings at various points in time and not a strict 1 week, 5-day training because they prefer to be on the road making money. And that's where the idea of a digital e-learning platform came on. And so we co-created and we co-designed this training together, focusing on 4 key areas, which was road safety, customer service, financial literacy, and digital literacy.
This is something that is not really as big as I would have loved it to be in the country at the moment, but trainings like this would increase engagement. Couriers can see that you take out time to make out these materials for them. It builds a sense of community, it builds a sense of belonging, sort of. It makes them know that the company goes an extra mile for them to become better.
I think they would see the Glovo platform as somewhere to be just beyond earning money. It's more about, okay, how can they develop themselves as people? And I think that's something that could make sense for both parties.
We also partnered with the Nigerian Postal Service as well as the Lagos State Driving Institute because the public sectors are the ones that regulate the market. And so for us, it was important that the training program also meets the standard that is already in the sector.
The main focus of LSETF, what LSETF was set up to do is to train professional drivers in Lagos State so that we have safety on the road. This particular addition will give the riders more knowledge. By the time they finish, they will not remain the same. They will be better off.
It is our responsibility to ensure that riders are trained, and if you can be able to have that synergy between the company that engage them, that employ them, and the regulator, it will actually help to have a very good return on these projects. It's a project that everybody hands must be on deck, and we work together to have a perfect ecosystem for effective results.
There is a huge potential for the gig economy sector in Lagos to get the youth working actively as well as earning an income. Everybody has this notion and mindset that the gig economy doesn't actually provide decent jobs for the youth. However, what we found in the market is that a delivery rider has the potential to earn 5 times the minimum wage in Nigeria, and that is quite huge for Nigeria. And so this training actually has the potential to get accreditation for this self-paced and blended learning approach, where this online training is actually done in the school, and also the blended learning approach in terms of the practical sessions of learning how to use a bike and learning how to fix a bike would actually be quite important as well to actually be institutionalized in the TVET space.